Hello everyone, this is Garrett and this is The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past, and we are going to Ganon's Tower, which is probably the largest dungeon in the game, so that's why this video will be pretty much just Ganon's Tower after we get hit by these small fireball throwing guys who we will never see again. But yes, his tower's here, it's flashing, and when we get near it, Link, we are going to break the barrier of Ganon's Tower with our power. Hey, that rhymes. They spin around, make the castle explode, but actually they're just opening the door. Yes. So yeah, now we can go safely into Ganon's Tower. If you haven't yet done all the dungeons, then basically that door won't open. So yeah, you'll just stand there and do nothing. But once you're inside, go through the right staircase and open the right door by putting a block on top of the switch. Make your way to the right and be happy that you made it into this room alive. Yes. Definitely be careful in this room because next to these rocks flailing at you, there is the hands that come from the sky and try to take you alive. And if you hit these things with a sword, then those things will start firing at you, which is kind of annoying indeed. And personally, I prefer not to stay standing still in one location here anyway, although I am taking some damage, but it doesn't really matter because there are so many fairies in this castle, it's just kind of ridiculous to be honest. But yes, kill these evil stones by making them fly into the wall or, well, just being, go away. And after you kill all of those, get the key. I think the key actually appears if you just wait for the hand to disappear, so if you don't feel like killing it, basically just wait for a small amount of time. Please go away, you evil hand bastard, and light all the torches here. You need to be pretty quick here, so, well, be quick, or else you will be sorry, or actually else you just need to go back again, which is kind of annoying. But yes, open this door by lighting all the torches. And then place a bomb on the moving thing. Basically try to be as far up as possible or else it just won't hit it basically, and that will be kind of annoying. And then throw another bomb and actually hit the damn thing. So you can make your way further into this dungeon. And in this chests are mostly just, well, rubbish, so I'm not gonna bother with it. And after you've done that, make your way through this thing. Get the key from underneath this rock and go to the other side of the room. And there are actually several routes you can take through this castle, but I just prefer this one. Use this one so you don't get hit by all the fire, and can actually damage the enemy with it too, but it won't do all that much damage, so... But I don't think I've actually pointed out that you can actually damage the enemy with those things, so if you were wondering, you can do that. And then move this block to make that star appear, so you can go to this teleporter. And once again, some invisible pathways. And once again, some more invisible pathways. And at this point, I am actually pretty sure that I couldn't see the floor you could actually stand on. But you can see it if you light that torch. So if I were to, for instance, use my fire rod in that direction, then you can see the pathway you have to take. But if you can't see it, then just memorize it pretty much and you should be okay. Because it's not the longest path, but it is a little bit elaborate if you ask me. But it's not too difficult. And after you've done that, throw this thing over here. Turn that way into a fairy so it doesn't hit you too much. I think there's arrows in here. Yes, there are, but arrows are very nice at this point, because they're going to be used a fair amount, and the silver arrows are slightly more powerful than the normal arrows, as you will soon see once this battle has started. Remember this being the first boss? Yeah, they are slightly less powerful now that we have these silver arrows. I mean, they were not very powerful when we didn't have the silver arrows, but now that we do, it's just kind of ridiculous. So get the big key from this place. There are some bombs and arrows in those chests over there, but I don't think we'll be needing them. And then make your way through this door. And behind this wall there are actually 4 fairies, so if you are in need of fairies, basically grab your fishing, grab your fishing net and grab a fairy. And it's definitely a good way to get back on full health as well, which is definitely convenient when fighting the final evil baddies of Doom. To get the red mail from this chest, this provides even better protection than the blue mail, which is very good indeed, and we look slightly different as well. And once we get that, just teleport back to the start, because now we are going to go through the middle door. And in this place, be careful that you don't take too much damage from these spikes, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Oh, didn't mean to do that. You're actually invincible when you're actually stuck on top of these blocks, so that's kind of convenient. There, that took a little longer than I expected. Push this block to open the door down there. And basically just make your way through the door. And this room is kind of annoying because you have to kill these guys, and the fireballs that they shoot, you couldn't block them with your old shield, but you can block them with the mirror shield, which is pretty convenient because it means that you don't really need to be careful anymore. And the beams that those guys shoot, the eyeball statue thingies, can also be blocked. Of course, I think they can be blocked with the mirror shield. Maybe I just wasn't positioned correctly, but I'm pretty sure you can block those with the mirror shield. Probably shouldn't have tried to show it off, but there you go. That's always what happens when you try to show off stuff like that, I suppose. So kill these guys. Well, kill one of them. Or kill none of them. You only really need to press this button, so you can't just ignore them if you feel like being a nice person to those evil monsters of doom. But I chose to kill the green one because the green one had wronged me. And once you're here, try not to get hit because that'll be annoying. You can run into this thing, into that wall, so you can place a bomb here and get into this little area. And I'm not actually sure if you can get here in any other way. And in here there's some more fairies and some mana as well. And I quite like having full mana. So go to the other side using the hook shot and go up the stairs, where we have to kill all the enemies in the room to progress any further. And you can also block those fireballs that those weird red things shoot. So if your position is correctly, which I of course wasn't, then you can easily dispose them like that. Once again, kill all the enemies in the room. Very convenient to have those rocks there, which instantly kill them when you hit them with it. And once again, kill all the enemies in this room. It's mostly just kill a whole bunch of stuff at this point, because Ganon's tower is made to weaken you before you actually reach him. And kill all the enemies in this room. Yeah, it's definitely wise to at least have some fairies at hand if you're having trouble with these rooms, because yeah, that can be kind of tricky. And these things can't actually hit you until they start moving, so that's kind of interesting to know. And here is the second boss. Once again, also not really strong versus the silver arrows. Sadly, my aim is not exactly great, which is a shame because it would make this battle slightly faster. But once again, you only need to hit them once for the kill to be very kill-worthy or something. I don't really know where I'm going with that sentence. But basically hit them once with the silver arrow or twice with your golden sword and you should be okay. Some more stuff in here, mostly just arrows, bombs, hearts, mana, all that good stuff. Mostly just wanted the heart, to be honest, because the rest we don't really need. Kill all the enemies in this room, and then make your way down here. And this room is kind of silly because you can basically just run through it. Sometimes those enemies will hit you somehow, I'm not sure why, but if you run past them in an odd manner, you can somehow get hit by them, which is kind of silly. But there you go. Kill all the enemies in this room, and make your way to the next room. Run forward, and the floor will start crumbling after a while, but the left and right escalator type things will still keep on moving. Not sure why I decided to get hit by the fire there, but there you go. But once again, we need to light all of the torches, so just gonna wait for this fire thing to have finished spinning. And from here you can hit that one, so you don't really need to worry about that either. And this room is kind of interesting because there's a whole bunch of eyes that all try to shoot at you. And this room is kind of annoying, in my opinion, because... yeah, because of that. because I am simply not very good at that room. But yeah, basically just try to light all of the 4 torches, which is best done in a specific order, namely the order that I'm doing it in my opinion. It's simply a little bit easier in my opinion, so there you go. Kill one of these 2 enemies that has a key. And I'm pretty sure there's once again bombs. Actually, I think there's a whole bunch of bombs in these chests and stuff, because you need to hit the cracked wall over there. So throw a bomb at it, and then make your way through that hole. And from here, basically just wait until that yellow thing is gone, then hit the switch, turn this guy into a fairy. I quite like that the ball is stuck there, because it means everything is slightly easier. Get the key, and go through this door, which brings us to the 3rd boss we have faced so far. Well, faced in the game, not so far. I'm not sure why I said so far. Hit him twice with your sword and he will die. And if you fall down here, you will basically be in a large room where you need to go to the top right, and you'll end up there. And there's some enemies down there, but it's not really worth mentioning. 20 rupees in that chest, won't really need it, so push these blocks and go forward. And we should be pretty close to the end of this dungeon, which is good, because it's really quite large indeed. Kind of an annoying room, mostly due to the ice, but there's not really any dangerous enemies there, so not much to worry about there. And go into this room, which kind of looks like a bat, but also kind of looks like some evil eyes. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure it's something.
Oh, it's great that you could come all the way back here, Link. I'm very happy to see you again, but you'd better believe that we will not have a 3rd meeting. Prepare to meet your doom.
And yeah, pretty much the exact same battle as the first time, except this time there's 3 of them. And I don't really know why I messed that up, but there you go. Basically, once again, just try to hit fireballs into him, and I personally think this battle is a little bit more interesting because there's just more of them. And there's a bigger chance that you'll... Well, you can sometimes reflect 2 or 3 of those blasts into him, which speeds up the battle immensely. Which is good, but it's still kind of a luck fest in the end. Just hoping that he doesn't use that weird blue attack. But I'm not really sure if he still actually uses that attack with the lightning. But basically just hit him a couple times, and he will fall down, and Ganon will appear. And turn into a bat. And fly off. Yeah. I guess it would be a bat that's in the front of his door then. But yeah, somehow we can use our duck in the Dark World now. Not really sure how that works. And Ganon flies towards... well, into the pyramid. And our duck friend takes us there as well. So yeah, if we fall down here, we will face Ganon. But I will save that for the next video. So I hope you enjoyed it so far. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.